excited to have our new superintendent and his family here with us tonight. So I'm just going to welcome you right now. Thank each one of you for joining us tonight. I know Judge Addie Rawls' Bible study. Thank you for joining us, Judge. But at this time, we just want to thank each and every one of you. You mean a lot to us in Johnston County Public Schools, so that's why you are here today. And so at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Peggy Smith.
Welcome. I am so glad to see you all here. I'm also thankful that Dr. Bracy and his family are here. Thank you, ladies. It's a pleasure. There will be showers of blessings. This day is a blessing as we welcome Dr. Bracy and his family to the Johnston County Public Schools. Today is the first day of many blessings. I know this because I was honored to do a workshop at Dr. Bracy's orientation of his his school and central office administration. I decided to stay and listen. At the end of his inspiring and focused message, I told my friends in Sampson County Schools, I want to work for that man. I'm going to cry. Sorry. So now we are thankful that our school system will have showers of blessings, and thank you all for coming to share those in this rain. Thank you.
Welcome, everyone. I was not anticipating speaking, but Todd requested it, and Joko Report is here, so you guys that are familiar know I never miss an opportunity. But in all reality, I think we've made a great decision for Johnston County moving forward, and Dr. Bracy was hands down the best candidate that interviewed. And I know that there is a lot of celebrating going on because we have new leadership, and this looks like the light at the end of the tunnel. But unfortunately, the work is just beginning. So I would encourage you to continue to support Dr. Bracy all in and have his back as we move through these tough times. And I would like to say something, and I don't know if I should say this, but that's the status quo. Whenever Dr. Bracy interviewed, he said something that really sold me on him. Qualifications aside, work experience aside, when we asked, why should we hire you, what he said to me resonated. Dr. Bracy said, I have one face. And what that means is he's going to be the same to everyone. He is not going to change. And with one face, that means you don't have two faces. So I'm thankful for that. It's a welcome change. And I look forward to working with this individual and making a difference here in Johnston County. Thank you, Dr. Bracy.
Good afternoon. I want to thank you all for being here today as we begin a very exciting chapter in Johnston County Public Schools. First of all, I want to thank the ladies in Dr. Bracy's life because we all know who really runs the show at home. It's always the women who make it happen. So I want to thank these ladies for sharing Dr. Bracy with us. I am so excited about his proven experience. He's been a superintendent in 2 other districts. He has 11 years of experience that he brings to us. And if you've ever sat through one of the board meetings, you know I'm extremely data-driven. I'm just one of those data divas. I love it. And so when we began this process, we had 31 really good candidates apply. And as Mr. Johnson said, Dr. Bracy, hands down, was the best. There was no doubt about it. His experience has proven 3 things that our stakeholders said were important to them. When we did the community surveys and when we surveyed our employees, what our stakeholders all said, what they all had in common was that they wanted someone with integrity. And we did fully vet Dr. Bracy, and he has more integrity, I think, in his little finger than most people have in their whole body. The stakeholders also said that they wanted someone with experience as a superintendent, so that checked off the list. Our stakeholders said that they wanted someone who had proven experience in managing finances. And Dr. Bracy not only has that experience, but when he went to Sampson County, they were in very similar situation to ours. And not only did he pull them out of the hole, but they are financially stable now as a result. And another piece that our stakeholders said was very important to them was student achievement. And under his leadership in Sampson County Schools, they have come from the bottom third of the state to the 15th in the state. And there are 115 LEAs in North Carolina. So to be number 15 is quite an accomplishment. So I am extremely excited about his student-centered and classroom-centered approach. I'm extremely excited to the gifts that he's bringing to the children of Johnston County and to our employees. So thank you, Dr. Bracy.
One thing I did ask Dr. Bracy before we left the boardroom is, does he get to make a decision at home? And you can see these beautiful young ladies he has in the home with him. You're outnumbered, my man. Those who know me, I know I'm a man of faith, and I pray that God would send us the right advocate to apply for superintendent of Johnston County Public Schools. And within 10 minutes of talking to Dr. Bracy and interviewing, we had some difficult interview questions that he hit the nail right on the head on every interview question. But one thing that really stood out when he was answering the questions is every decision that Dr. Bracy makes, he wants to know how it affects the student in the classroom. So he has a student in his heart, a student at heart, and he's focused on each and every student in Johnston County Public Schools. His track record, like Ms. Sessom says, speaks for itself. I'm excited about the long-term relationship here at Johnston County Public Schools, and actually you're close to Interstate 95 where you can go to your home place a lot quicker than where you used to be as well. But we're blessed to have you and your family, and God bless you.
Bad thing about going last is everybody's already said wonderful things. Welcome. We appreciate you being here. When we sent out surveys, as Terry said, and asked what you wanted in a superintendent, we thought about that with every question that we asked in the interview and every answer that was given. And while there is no perfect superintendent, I believe we have the perfect man for Johnston County Public Schools. When we were doing our interview and it finished up and Dr. Bracy left us, we were all like, wow. I mean, truly, each one of us. And so when it came time to make a decision and everyone was asked, who are your top candidates? Everyone had Dr. Bracy as number one candidate. That rarely happens, that everybody agrees this is the number one person. So again, no perfect man, but Dr. Bracy, I think you're perfect for Johnston County Public Schools. And we appreciate you being here, and we appreciate your lovely family joining us as well. Thank you.
Good evening, Ben Williams, Interim Superintendent, Johnston County Public Schools. Dr. Bracy, just let me take a moment to welcome you to Johnston County Public Schools family. Thank you so much for being here, and to your wife, your children, welcome here to Johnston County Public Schools. I am glad to be able to meet you today, and look forward to sharing as we move forward together. So just a welcome from us here in Johnston County Public Schools, senior leadership, all the schools, and everyone who works in the school system. Thank you, sir.
Dr. Bracy, as you can see, we're thrilled to have you and your family with us tonight to announce the selection and election of Dr. Eric Bracy as the next superintendent of Johnston County Public Schools. Dr. Bracy will take office hopefully July 1st. During the search process, our board carefully reviewed applications from a diverse field of 31 excellent candidates. Although many qualified candidates applied, we felt Dr. Bracy's experience, leadership, and dedication to students and staff would best serve Johnston County Public Schools, students, employees, and the communities for years to come. We unanimously and enthusiastically support Dr. Bracy's selection as our new superintendent of schools. Dr. Bracy's extensive experience as a superintendent and his extensive track record of improving student achievement, as well as his accomplishments in improving the financial well-being of his current school district, made his selection a clear, strong choice. Under his leadership, the Sampson County schools have dramatically improved student performance. In the past 3 years, Sampson County has been ranked 18th, 15th, and 16th in the state of North Carolina based on grade level proficiency, despite currently being ranked 103rd out of 115 school systems in terms of per pupil appropriations and supplemental taxes. Present with him tonight is his wife, Miss Janelle Bracy, and their 3 daughters, Cameron, Courtney, and Camille. Y'all please stand. At this time, please join me in congratulating Dr. Eric Bracy as the new superintendent of Johnston County Public Schools and in welcoming Dr. Bracy and his family to Johnston County.
Certainly, I hope everybody is doing well this evening. Before I begin my remarks, I just want to say a few words I'd be remiss if I didn't say. I want to say thank you to some special people who are not here tonight but have been an integral part of my life for the past 6.5 years. And that's the Sampson County Schools Board of Education, administrative staff, teaching staff, and support staff. I want to thank them for all the wonderful, wonderful things that we've accomplished over the past 6.5 years. And Mr. Sutton and other board members mentioned the things that we've accomplished. You don't accomplish anything in isolation. It takes a team to make things happen. So I want to thank them for all of their efforts. I also want to thank them on a personal level. I want to thank all teachers and administrators for the hand they had in my children while they were students in Sampson County schools. Janelle and I were talking this morning, and we just talked about how when I arrived there in 2014, we arrived there with 3 little girls. And now as we arrive here in Johnston County, we have 3 amazing young women. And I'm just so thankful. When we got there, Cameron was in the 7th grade, Courtney was in the 5th grade, Camille was in the 2nd grade. So I thank God for everybody that had their hand on our children and helped them to develop into the fine young women that they are now. I want to start by thanking everybody for being here this evening and welcoming Janelle, Cameron, Courtney, and Camille and myself here. Such a warm welcome means a lot. It means so much to us to see so many of you here tonight to welcome us here. It means a lot. We want to be active parts of this community. We want to live here full time. We want to worship here as well. So we're excited about being here and being active. I'm certainly thankful for the wonderful comments that Mr. Sutton, Dr. Smith, and the entire Board of Education made about me. I'm thankful for that, and I want to thank Mr. Sutton for introducing my family to everybody this evening. But I want to, if I may, say a few words about them now. I want to highlight Janelle as my wife of almost 21 years. On August 28th, it'll be 21 years. I don't think she thinks I remember that date, but it'll be 21 years on August 28th. And Janelle is, if mama's not happy, nobody's happy. And when we talked and made this decision to come here to Johnston County, she had to give me the nod and say, okay, let's do it. So I didn't need her permission, but I needed her permission, if you know what I mean, to come here. And Janelle just had so many qualities of my late mother, and so many similarities. My mom was a kindergarten teacher. Janelle is a kindergarten teacher. And the funny thing about that is, when my mother was living, she used to always say, Janelle, you really should think about teaching kindergarten, because Janelle taught pre-K for about 15 to 16 years. And she would say, Janelle, you need to think about teaching kindergarten. But she would say, nope, I'm extremely happy teaching the 4-year-olds. So it's just amazing as I look at her now. And there's an old saying that says, behind every man and every successful man, there's a strong woman. I'm going to disagree with that, because I believe that beside every successful man, there's a strong woman, because Janelle walks beside me in everything that we do. And I certainly, Janelle, I thank you for your love and support, because if it were not for you, I would not be standing here today. And I thank you each and every day. Thank you. I want to talk about my 18-year-old, Miss Cameron, who is, I made a joke about Cameron in the boardroom a little earlier. Cameron has decided she's going to attend UNC Charlotte next year. She's going to go and major in nursing, and she wants to be an anesthesia nurse. I think there's a fancy title for that, Cameron, but that's what she wants to be, an anesthesia nurse. And I joke that I think that Cameron went as far away from us as she could and stayed in state going down to UNC Charlotte. But certainly I'm proud of Cameron and the wonderful young woman that she has become. And my middle daughter, Miss Courtney, my dear buddy Courtney, who is just has such a sweet personality and is always taking care of everybody and wants to make sure that everybody is doing okay and has everything they need. And Courtney, we love you and thank you for everything. And last but not least, Miss Camille, who has more personality and energy than anybody in my house. She's the most outgoing person in our home, and she is a unique personality, and we love her. And we're just, all of us are excited to be here and be a part of this great community and of this great school system. Really want to thank the Johnston County, the entire Johnston County Public Schools Board of Education. I want to thank them for the process. It was a great process. I learned a lot about me during that process. I learned a lot about them during the process, and I'm looking forward to working closely with the entire Board of Education as we go about shaping our vision for the immediate future and further on down the road. So I'm thankful for them and looking forward to working closely with them further. And my goal is simple here in Johnston County Public Schools. My goal is to have our children achieve at the highest level possible. And if we do that, I will think we are doing what we need to do to make sure our students are successful. I have a great respect for the history of this school system. It has a deep, rich tradition of excellence. And as respectful as I am on the great history, tonight I look forward to the wonderful and exciting future that we will forge here together as co-workers and colleagues. I'm very excited about that. One thing you'll learn about me quickly is I believe in children. And I believe that all children can achieve anything if the adults in the room make sure that everything is in place to achieve those goals. Our children will step up to whatever challenges we lay in front of them. We just have to simply believe in them and create relationships with our children. My mother, who taught kindergarten for 41 years, used to have an old saying, and she would say, son, children don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And I've never in my life heard something that was more accurate, but definitely my mother was right about that, and her words of wisdom continue to guide me every single day. I'm looking forward to working with everybody in this district. And together we will forge our path ahead. I believe in our students. I believe in the people that will be leading our students, our teachers, our school leaders, our parent community, the greater Johnston County community at large. I'm looking forward to really working closely with you and getting to know everybody collectively and individually. And I want to close by saying something that I said to the board during the process. And I don't know if they remember me saying this, but I'm going to say it now. And what I said was, I think that some people have forgotten how truly wonderful and great the Johnston County public school system is. Some people may have forgotten that. And now it's up to us to go to work and remind them. Thank you so much for having me here tonight. Thank you so much for having my family here tonight. You have no idea what this means to all of us. And I'd be remiss as well if I didn't thank Dr. Ben Williams for his stewardship of this school system during this interim period. And also want to thank him and Dr. Jim Cosby, who served as interim after Dr. Renfro retired. So, Dr. Williams, thank you, sir, for thank you. Thank you for your service, and I look forward to working closely with you during the transition and also when we get here and we become partners. Thank you so much again, everybody. I'm so thrilled to be here and looking forward to working with everybody in this room and beyond these walls. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Bracy. At this time, we will entertain our guest and Dr. Bracy and his family with a little meet and greet. Our child nutrition always does a fantastic job, and again tonight you did a wonderful job. Thank you for the refreshments at the boardroom for Dr. Bracy and his family, and thank you for setting this up. But before we get started, Dr. Bracy said something that I think that the entire board, we've talked about this, and I just want to say this in front of Dr. Williams. Dr. Williams, there's no word that describes the job that you've done since January 9th. Fantastic job. You've gone through a lot of challenges. Who saw a pandemic coming? Who saw how the school systems were going to have to shut down? You've led us through uncharted waters that nobody has ever experienced in their life as far as a pandemic, and how we were going to remote learn, how we were going to feed our students, how were we going to continue to do what was needed for Johnston County Public Schools, because there was no playbook. Dr. Williams, you made the playbook. You made the playbook, and I feel confident that if we ever experience another pandemic, they will be calling on you to call the plays. So with that, thank you very much for the job well done that you've done for the past, since January 9th. And we look forward to you being in this district many more years and continuing your service of excellence here in Johnston County Public Schools. So at this time, let's have some refreshments and enjoy the night.